shoot to kill. Gamaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa.
A lot of people I think, whether you call it a genocide or not, the facts are white farmers in South Africa have been murdered. A lot of people have tried to cover this up. A lot of people I think, media in the United States have tried to cover it up. Obviously, the South African government doesn't want to talk about it, so it was kind of a boss move for Donald Trump to roll that television in there today. And I think even the agriculture minister in the Oval Office confirmed.
People say there is no genocide in South Africa. A lot of comments erupted after the incidents because people think that why is that South Africa president should visit Donald Trump to discuss such an issue. So people said a lot about this issue.
Turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do with or without you.
This is a very serious situation. And if we had a real news or real press or media, we don't have that because they won't talk about this. But if we had a real press, it would be exposed. And you know the beauty of exposing it is it's like a cleansing action. When it gets exposed, it'll get fixed. That's when it'll get fixed. But people don't talk about it. And I'll tell you who's talking about the thousands of people that are fleeing South Africa.
Let me clarify that.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that because what you saw, the speeches that were being made, one, that is not government policy. We have a multi-party democracy in South Africa that allows people to express themselves, political parties to adhere to various policies, and in many cases, or in some cases, those policies do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can take land.
And then when they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No, there is
Nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people. And we have now
The farmers are black. The farmers are not black. I don't say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black. And the people that are being killed in large numbers, and you saw all those grave sites, and those are people that loved ones going, I guess on a Sunday morning they told me, to pay respect to their loved ones that were killed. Their heads chopped off, they died violently. And you know, I mean, we're here to talk about it, and I didn't know we'd get involved here, but I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake like NBC, which is fake news, totally, one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible, but if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters, they'd be covering it, but the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that. They don't want to talk about it, but now they have to talk about it. But they won't. This won't even be a subject. They'll have him.
What would it take for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide?
And in Africa, I have people that left. One in particular that says you can't go there. He said they want to take your land. They take your land and they kill you, it's okay, and they say it's okay to do. Now, we're going to talk about it,
We're going to.
but this is a tremendous, look, this is story recent.
Yeah.
These are all people that recently got killed,
Yeah.
and I don't know how it can get any worse. These are, and you know, the men that you saw, the people that you saw in that movie, those are officials. Those are people that were in office. They had one march, they had a dance in your parliament, whatever you may call it, legislature.
He has to explain to the country what transpired.
That the new information, or the real information, may I add, is really sort of registered in his head. The issue of whether what he terms as genocide can be equated to the struggle. And of course it cannot, because there is just no genocide in South Africa. And of course it is an issue of how one looks at it. As they say sometimes, the shape of the mountain depends on which point or which direction you are looking at it. And in this case, we cannot equate what is alleged to be genocide to what we went through in the struggle, because people were killed because of the oppression that was taking place in our country. So you cannot equate that. The presence, as CD asks, of golfers in the meeting, as I think I said, right at the beginning of my input, I said, when I spoke to him, we agreed that we should meet, and he said, bring along with you Gary Player, Annie Els, and Retief Goosen, because he loves them. He's a golfer, he's an avid golfer, and he speaks about golf quite a lot, and he respects the South African icons. And he even asked, what is it about South Africa that produces such great golfers? And I said, it's the water that we drink, and I guess much more. Minister Steenhuisen said, you know, the environment, the atmosphere, and the food. So he wanted to see them again, and to see them in a different setting, in suits and all that. Could there have been a better briefing? We didn't have the opportunity. Some of them just arrived today or just late last night. But it is what it is. And they spoke about their own experience. And it's an experience that we're not hiding. It is there. But what we did do is to present and represent our country, and we represented our country very well.